so this is my first return back to Knott's Berry Farm since 2015. You know, a decent amount has changed, but they haven't added too much other than the fact of adding hang time. But the other big thing is they have retracked Ghost Rider, and it's supposed to be amazing. So that is definitely the first thing we're gonna hit up. I'm excited to be back here once again, the first time in 10 years, and see how charming this park is. It's definitely one of the best ones in the former Cedar Fair chain. All right, first things first, we went on Ghost Rider. Definitely one you want to hit first because it gets a terrible line. But anyways, I have ridden it before, but Aaron, you obviously haven't since you've not been here, but I haven't ridden it since retracking. What did you think of it though? I loved that. That was pretty smooth for a wooden roller coaster. It was a pretty long ride. Every time I thought it was over, there was another turn, another drop. It was good. Yeah, it was amazing. Next is Accelerator. This one I have done many times, but it's just gonna feel so good to feel that hydraulic launch. Now, definitely want to get on this but while you can because of how much they are a dying breed, especially the ones that really accelerate. Let's hope this one sticks around, but in the meantime, I'm excited to at least get one more last ride on this thing. We hope you have a blast. Goodbye. Bring the lap bar down for me. All right, so we both just got done doing Accelerator. I've done it many times. That launch is insanity. That was your first really powerful hydraulic launch. What'd you think of that? I loved that. I was terrified. I watched you go first, and I saw your face on that launch, and I was terrified. But that, it was just like a punch, and then you go, and it was so smooth. That was incredible. I feel like I could lap that one. So if you're wondering what Top Thrill Dragster felt like, it was that. Just faster and taller. Okay. That was how punchy Top Thrill Dragster was. But it's a dying breed. I don't know how much longer Accelerator is going to be here because they've been kind of dropping like flies, but I'm glad we got on it. All right, so up next is gonna be Hang Time. This is a new one for me since it was installed like 2018, 2019, I forget exactly when. So I've never ridden a Gerstlauer Infinity, so we'll see how this is. I'm super excited though. I just got off of Hang Time, and definitely a new one for me. That's my first Gerstlauer Infinity. I've only actually done a handful of Gerstlauers, believe it or not. I think that's like a third or fourth one I've ever done. But the vertical lift always throws me off whenever you get on something like that. Get great ejector going off the first drop, and also this little double down moment a little bit later in the layout. But I kind of wish it actually had hang time. It kind of goes through the inversions pretty quickly, more like a standard roller coaster. I kind of wish it let you be hanging there, but you know, it's still a really good ride. I really enjoyed it. And just got on my first real dud so far with the Boysenberry Dark Ride thing. It's like Toy Story Midway Mania, just not as good. I'm a little salty because my blaster just didn't work, but anywho, it wouldn't be so bad if the capacity wasn't a nightmare. So if you've got no line, go for it. If not, not worth it. Go check out the other cool things this park has. I say, don't sleep on Calico Mine Ride. It's not thrilling at all, but it's just a really cool old school dark ride where you're going through the mines, a lot of really cool effects. and lighting and everything. Yeah, old school animatronics. I don't know, definitely feels like a museum piece in a way, but I really enjoyed it. But just makes this park ever so more charming.
Oh, everyone's lost their shot.
Gotta say, Timber Mountain Log Ride, don't miss this one. This is really, honestly, almost on par with something like Splash Mountain. I know Splash Mountain's gone, but regardless, I'll find out tomorrow how Tiana's is, but that's next video. But this one right here, old school animatronics, just like the Calico Mine Ride as well. You go into the mountain and it's really dark. It's actually really awesome in there, the way the effects are, a lot of animal animatronics and everything like that. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool effects, especially inside the mountain. The first half is really cool. But then once you go, you have the big drop. It's pitch black in there when you do that drop inside and everything like that. Definitely feels nice on a hot summer day, although right now it's January and yeah, I'm still in shorts and t-shirt, but it's great. Definitely do that one. Aaron, you're obviously very familiar with Splash Mountain since we both met at Disneyland. What do you think of Timber Mountain Log Ride in comparison?
That was pretty good theming. I was very impressed with like the level of theming. They mixed in like animatronic people with animals, and there was the mining thing. I very much liked at the top of the hill how there was the dynamite, and that was what propelled you down the hill. I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah, that thing is awesome. Don't miss it when you come to Knott's. It's honestly one of my favorite rides here. Make sure you don't sleep on Sierra Sidewinder. Even though it's Camp Snoopy, pretty intense little mock spinner. It's like a little mini mock extreme spinner. Not like I would know what that is because I haven't been on either one yet, but anywho, great ride. Definitely, it can get a line, so make sure you hit it up early. Like most Legacy Cedar Fair parks, food is really good, and here, no exception. I'm gonna say, I've had a few things. I want to try a few more boysenberry things. They have a really cool thing where the drinks, they actually have both a fruit punch and also a boysenberry icy as well. Really unique. I really think that's something that's like a little bit extra touch about how much of that is a staple of this park. But got a really good potato, got some barbecue. Good food. I really enjoy it here. So, but I have to say, if you're in the LA area, there's a lot of great places to eat at. If you're going to be going up more into LA County, there's a lot of great things there. And here in Orange County around Disneyland and Knott's, there's some other great places to eat as well. Definitely make sure you eat all the great food, whether it's in park or out.
Where are we going now?
That way.
So, ridden mini rides right here, but we've got one special guest who wants to give his opinion on the little kiddie ride here.
That kind of ride.
What do you think of that ride, Sam?
Good.
And that's all she wrote. Got done with Silver Bullet. I've obviously done that several times. It's a good invert, but what do you think, Aaron?
I enjoyed it. As I was watching it go around, I was slightly concerned about the twisting inverts, because with shoulder restraints, those tend to kind of knock me back and forth and hit my ears. I was pleasantly surprised that these were very smooth, didn't really rattle you back and forth. The entire ride was very smooth, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I used to have that as my least favorite being an invert I've been on. I I mean, I still really enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd put it in last place. It's more forceful than I remember. The ramp's interesting. And it's just the way they fit this into this part where there's really not much space. It's pretty creative that way. It pulls some really good positive G's, but good ride.
You can hear my really great joke though.
Just got a sunset launch ride on Accelerator. That launch just is something else. I can't believe how powerful it is. So happy get to experience that. Like I said, who knows for how much longer, but that thing's amazing and epic. So just got a night ride done on Ghost Rider, and that thing really whips now. That is honestly, it skyrocketed. I originally had it ranked all the way back at like number 66. I looked at everything. I think I'm gonna put it all the way at 17. It really skyrocketed for me. It's such an amazing roller coaster. I love how it just flies through its course. It's got so much great airtime, insane laterals. It's got everything. It's amazing. So ignore the fact that the lighting's a little bit different. We actually ended up doing 2 days here, but I didn't film as much on the second day. But anywho, conclusion, Knott's Berry Farm is fantastic. It's rises a lot higher in my rankings than previously. I'm glad I made it back. It's got a ton of charm to it. Their top rides are amazing. Accelerator, God, please keep that thing around. That launch is out of this world. It's amazing. Ghost Rider is now a top tier wooden coaster. One of the best I've been on. It's definitely one of those S-tier wooden coasters. Definitely that second half really gets going from the mid-course breakout. It's relentless. But everything else is great. There's a lot of great attractions here. Log Flume's amazing. Pretty much everything here. I was really glad we were able to come back and enjoy this park the first time in 10 years. Imagine it won't be that long of a gap in the future. I know we want to go back to Magic Mountain since so much was closed. Maybe sometime later this year we'll do that. If not, I think when Universal opens up their next coaster, we'll definitely have to tag over there, and probably over here too. And if you enjoy any content like this, make sure you subscribe to Park Productions to see more fun stuff just like this.